that universal key can open the key for others. Ramana Maharshi also had that key. Very few masters, very few masters, not every master had that key. But one master has it, all other masters have it, because no master is different from each other. But technically it was extensively used, and it was not. I use that key on all my sadhaks, because that alone is the fastest way. I've tried, in the entire Sanatana Dharma Sampradaya, whatever is being taught, the method of that universal key, which has no method at all, is the only fastest method to attain a state of Sahaja Nirvikalpa Samadhi. The Nirvikalpa Samadhi is attaining blankness, ceasing the function of mind into an absolute state of alignment, and at that state the mind stops all its ripples called thoughts. Then the mind does not exist, then the no experience state exists. When time belongs to the mind, when this Nirvikalpa state is achieved, the time does not exist. So yogis do meditate for 1 year, 2 years in the state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, and they feel as if they have just closed their eyes. But when they open their eyes, they realize the time, because they again got back that time. Again, then the body would be stiff. This is one method. But to achieve that state, it's very difficult for mankind at this time. The easiest and the highest method is Sahaja Nirvikalpa Samadhi, where you stay in that state of blankness, you stay in that state of peace and tranquility, you stay in that state of connection and do your job. Exist, behave normally while being in that state. That's the highest. That is only possible through the universal key. So I keep this universal keyless door open as the standard system, because as long as I exist, it exists. After me, I don't know whether I will be able to do it or not, because once the body ceases, my interest in other bodies also will cease. Once my interest in other bodies ceases, I will have no motivation to do it on others. Then obviously it's lost. Maybe another master can come with this, but I'm not sure he would be this accessible, because masters who had this universal key were never accessible, and they never spoke anything about, or they never tried to come down to the level of common masses and tried to explain. So I thought, let me experiment this. So what am I requesting you is, don't be attached to the sadhanas also. I've already used the highest of the highest method on you. If at all daily you close your eyes and just feel yourself, that alone, I promise you, you say Atmanand, Atmanand, Atmanand for my meditational purposes, then this alone is enough. Then why learn all this Brahmastra, why learn all these things, is a question. See, your father is president. It doesn't mean that you will not develop any skill. Second, this absolute feeling yourself and absolute being alone, every day you close your eyes, different experience will happen. Today also, yesterday you did go home and said Atmanand, Atmanand, Atmanand 3 times, and you had an experience. You had meditation, you feeling something moving in your system, you felt pleasant, you felt something happening. Today you go and do it, you will not feel the same. Forget about today and tomorrow. You do it morning, you'll feel like something. Afternoon or half an hour, every time you do it will change, because it will never be the same. The reason being is, anything in one groove, mind gets accustomed to. I explain this with an example like the bacteria. Once you get an infection, throat infection, I give you ampicillin, cloxacillin, penicillin derivative, a normal thing. And again you get the same infection, then definitely it cannot go with penicillin because the bacteria gets resistant with it. Now we need to use higher antibiotic, they say. How and why use higher antibiotic? Because the bacteria gets resistant. The life gets resistant to pattern, to the method of attack. Now the virus in the mind called I am a foolish guy or I am a weak guy or this kind of disalignment that happened in the mind can easily get accustomed to the pattern at which you, because Om Namah Shivaya you say and then you will get realization that's the truth. But your mind should leave that pattern. But unfortunately somebody will tell you that by doing the mantra japa, by taking the mala alone you will find more benefit. Then you will follow. Then you will go to some other, as our friend went to gemologist. Then he will say, you catch hold of this gem and do this, it will be more powerful. Then she will do it. I think you understand. So slowly it falls down to so many another nexus of things, and the originality of the original mantra is lost. You understand? The mantra is as powerful as your mind is. The mantra is not powerful. The mantra is only powerful as your mind is. The day you consider some else stone is going to give you more power, then what have you have come to your mind, power to the stone or not? I understand stones have power. I teach crystal healing also. So when I'm in, I generally don't organize a workshop for crystal healing because these days crystals are very expensive. But generally, I teach crystal healing too. But what I say is, when there is the biggest crystal called you, and when there is the biggest God called I am within you, what else you need? Remember, whenever something else you give more importance to, any puja, any ritual, any god, or any system, always ask your own self. This ritual, if I do, I get this, I understand. But who created and who is the master of all these rituals, spirituality? Adi Shankaracharya is the master. Adi Shankaracharya, the first Adi Shankaracharya, is the master of, modern master of Hindu Sanatana Dharma. You should accept it, unfortunately. Okay, you can't have a debate on this. He is the master of all masters. Anybody who is Hindu Sanatana Dharma Sampradaya Sadhak should accept the great Lord Adi Shankaracharya, Shankar Bhagavad Pada, as the Guru. Now, what did he finally say? The Atma, he spoke about Advaita Sadhana, and he always spoke about the prominence or the divinity of the soul. So next time, anytime you concentrate on a technique, anytime you concentrate on a stone, anytime you concentrate on a puja or a ritual or anything, ask yourself one question. Is this ritual more powerful than my own self, the truth? Is it ritual or is this stone more powerful than me? Is this God more powerful than the all-existent, omniscient God existing within me as me? If not, I need not do it. 24 hours, you pinch yourself, your mind for this point. Slowly you see there will be a huge change in your mind, and your mind will start automatically getting attracted towards yourself. The day it happens, and the day you practice, while you practice this skilless door meditation, I am assuring you that you will be in no time realized. But the problem is we do not help delineate. In this, if at all you have problem in understanding the personalities of life, this is what I always say. You should not have problem in delineating the personalities of life. What are personalities and how we function according to that, I described at a great length. If at all you have problem in delineating that, if at all you can't behave in slots, then it might take a little longer time, but definitely in this own very life. After receiving this universal key, a person who has to ascend in that very personal life. That's a rule. Any person. But unfortunately, the question is, all through, it depends upon when you catch the bus. You may catch the bus today, you may catch the bus tomorrow, or you may catch the bus just 1 second before you die. Just to make sure that you have caught it. I think you understand. But the sooner the better. Why? All through the life you have difficulties, and at the end you achieve something also, no benefit in it. Yes or no? All through the life you have troubles. The bliss of God or the self has to be experienced only 24 hours.